midday on a Monday, and there is nothing happening weather-wise. Good afternoon, I'm Jared Floyd, and welcome to the Digital Weather Desk, powered by Century Next Bank. And as we go through the next several days, not expecting a lot of significant changes in the short term. Dry conditions, not necessarily a bad thing. This is about as nice of a week as you can ask for in the middle of September. Temperatures will be below average. Now, we will start to warm up, and we will get back above average and still quite warm as we go into the second half of this week, but no real rain chances to speak of in the short term either. We'll get to all of that in just a minute. A quick note, the Digital Weather Desk is a proud sponsor this year of the Love Like Olivia 5K and 10K, which is coming up on October 4th here in Monroe. And this Wednesday is your last opportunity to guarantee yourself a shirt if you would like to be a part of the festivities and also a part of a very noble cause as a portion of the proceeds of that race will go towards building a state-of-the-art birth and bereavement suite at St. Francis Medical Center. So, again, if you would like to join, just search Love Like Olivia 5K on Facebook. You can find more information. Register to run if you'd like, and again, we'll see you there. Our family will be there. All right, let's take a look at what's going on across the region. Not a whole lot out there. As I just mentioned, satellite shows nothing. And when I mean nothing, I mean nothing in our area. Sunshine, that's it. Radar obviously isn't going to show any. If there's no cloud cover, there's not going to be any rainfall either, so no big surprises there. Here's a look at low temperatures from this morning. And by the way, if a cat hops up here on the desk, Stanley, the chief forecaster, is somewhere. He snuck in. I don't know where he is. Anyway, he's here somewhere. Mid-50s this morning to start the day. Low 60s across northern Louisiana. These are unofficial, of course, for the day. 61 in Monroe. If you're wondering, was that a record? Nope. Here's a look at the top 10 coolest mornings on record for this day, September 8th, at the Monroe Airport. So 61 will tie for 9th. That will surpass the 2021. So next year, if I showed you this, the 62 would just drop off the map. We'd have two 61s tied for, 9th coolest morning, September 8th morning on record in Monroe. Why did I show you that? One, because I wanted to show you those little falling leaves. And two, because there's not a whole lot else to talk about today. Temperatures right now in the upper end of the 70s to low 80s, already at 81 in Monroe, which is kind of outperforming temperature forecasts for the course of the day. And dew points are in the 40s and 50s. Again, very, very dry environment. Winds are generally out of the northeast, continuing to funnel that dry air in. Those winds are out of the northeast, generally in the 5 to 10 mile an hour range currently, and some higher gusts have been noted as we've gone through the day. Checking the day planner, and again this afternoon, low to mid 80s for highs, and we'll still hit there over the next couple of hours, maybe 83, 84 for a daytime high. Lows tonight, upper end of the 50s. Again, mainly clear, well below normal for this time of year. A good 5 to 8 degrees, 10 degrees in many locations. Could see the low to mid 50s in some spots as well. And a quick check of the 7-day forecast, which has been tweaked from this morning, shows the warming trend back into the upper 80s tomorrow afternoon, low 90s by Wednesday, mid 90s Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But it's still a very dry environment with morning lows generally hovering in the upper end of the 60s or the mid 60s in some locations. So, again, obviously not a whole lot out there to talk about, and nor did we really expect to see much this week. So I also don't expect a ton of traffic on the Digital Weather Desk this week, just simply because you really don't need a whole lot of extreme guidance on the weather as we go through the next 7 days. Again, a reminder, how can you help the Digital Weather Desk? Just follow us on all of our social media platforms, like, comment, and share all of the content that you see fit. And obviously, as you share content, it gets to folks that follow you, and then they see it, and maybe they need it and start following us as well. And then, of course, you can always support all of our local business partners that make the Digital Weather Desk possible, and there is a look at them. Again, we'll join you later this afternoon. If there's anything earth-shattering, I'll let you know about that. We'll also, a quick note before we split, for folks that are wondering, what happened to that stuff in the tropics? The big red Mike and Ike we were talking about last week, where'd that go? It's gone. Saharan dust kind of wandered its way off the Atlantic and kind of zapped that area. So no longer a concern, at least in the short term. And the tropics are pretty quiet, surprisingly so, for mid-September. But we are not done with tropical season yet. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday. Get out, go for a walk or something if you can. Maybe have lunch outside or something like that. Can't miss a day like this. It's a treat. Enjoy your Monday. We'll